Welcome my friend, welcome in this video where we're gonna talk about procrastination, especially for the student today, because I remember when I was in college, I tried to do like everybody, try to stay for free 10 hours in the library. It wasn't possible for me. Even if I tried to stay for 2 hours, I couldn't focus on anything. And that's why I created this article, that's why I created this video, to make sure that you can accomplish the thing that you want, get the job started and get the job done. So the article that I talked about today, you're gonna have the link in the description if you want to check it out, is the student procrastination 4-step guide that actually work, because there is a lot of crappy advice around there. So we're gonna start about something, what I like to say. It's pretty good to know 100 techniques or maybe 36 techniques, but if you don't apply anything, you won't get any results. So what I invite you to do is to choose the one that talk the most to you. There is one technique in this video that's gonna talk to you, that you can tackle, that you can apply tomorrow to have already quick win something to get the job going. So you found this technique. How do you identify it? You take the one that will take you 20% of the effort for 80% of the result. That's really the main thing that you have to aim for. And also, you have to give me a deadline and a start line. What do I mean about that? You have to tell me, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna start with this technique at the end of this video. So make my pleasure, put that in a comment, and we're gonna go through the article right now. Okay. The first thing is the lie about the time, productivity, and the time. And if you don't work, if you don't get the job done, the number of hours is not really important. I remember when I was in college, a lot of people will tell you, okay, I spent 7 hours in the library, so I'm so damn productive. And another person will tell you, man, I spent 10 hours, you can't test me. I'm sure that you can relate to that, but the truth is that those people that told you oh man, I'm so damn productive, I spent so much hours, they didn't accomplish anything later in their life. So what I can tell you that time is not productivity. A lot of people will just being busy in the libraries. They will spend 7-10 hours, but they don't do anything. Why is that so? Well, they will spend the majority of their time trying to be busy, saying, okay man, I'm doing stuff, I'm good, I'm doing that and that, and grabbing coffee. Man, I spent too much hour on that, now we're gonna check YouTube video. You get the story, Hours is not productivity. So what I advise you to do is not to count in hours, but more in efficient. And how do you do that? Well, that's my first step. Every time you want to go in a work session, you have to identify the specific outcome that you want for this section. Why is that so? You could ask me, you could say, okay man, I just want to work, I just want to study. Why would I care about the outcome? Well, pretty simple. I'm sure that you can relate to that, but New Year's, you have some resolution, and you say, people say, man, now is my day, I'm gonna take, muscle and all those things, I'm gonna do, 2,000 push-up a week, I'm gonna be so motivated. You get the story, those people, maybe do that for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, that don't do anything anymore. Why is that so? Well, first, they scare themselves, but that's not the thing that I want to talk about right now. There were no specific, they didn't have something that was applicable. And more than that, they scare the brain. And if you're kind of specific, but the thing that you choose is not applied for you, you won't go anywhere. That's why I want you to be specific every time you want to start a work session. Because more than that, if you say, man, this year is my year, I'm gonna have more money. If you say more money, your brain gonna say, okay, here's $1, my brother, you good or not, If you're not specific, your brain will try to give you something related to what you asked for, but that's not what you wanted. Giving $1 is not what you want when you say, man, better career and more money. So be specific. Say, okay, now it's my time. Okay, I'm gonna read 20 pages about that. I'm gonna find the solution for this problem. I'm gonna do that and that. I'm gonna find the solution for that. I'm gonna learn how to do that. You can make me a list, and you'll be good. And you'll learn those things. It's gonna be so smooth, because a lot of people, let's imagine you go as a mountain. They'll say, okay, man, my goal is right here. But the problem is they don't have they don't have a step, and they don't have the itinerary, And so they drift, right and left, and they don't go anywhere. But if you have the step, if you have the path, if you know where to go, you'll be good. You'll go straight ahead, and you'll be good. You will last less time, 10 hours, remember, and you will accomplish the thing that you want. More than that, when you identify the specific outcome that you want, you have to master the plan to kill procrastination. What do I mean about that? Well, it's pretty simple. You have to break your goal down, and you have to make it stupid easy to start. Why is it important? Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. Why do people procrastinate? Mostly it's about the brain. The brain gonna be scared about the idea of, the goal that you propose him. When you talk about the goal and your brain sees the goal, you're gonna say, okay, man, you want to do 2,000 push-ups? It's gonna be really hard, man, because we can't do 20 now, So how are we gonna do 20, 2,000? And the brain is like, okay, I got an idea, I got a plan, You want to do the 2,000 push-up. For the moment, he's kind of motivated. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna say an excuse. I'm gonna try to bypass his motivation. I'm gonna say, well, since we want to do 2,000 push-up, we spend 10 hours in the library. Why won't we play 10 minutes of video game? You spend 4 hours, you don't remember what you wanted to do, and you give up. And the more than that, if you pass it, one day you don't do your push-up, your brain gonna know that it can negotiate with you and go with that. So be sure to break your goal down so your brain understands what you want to do, and more than that, you can focus on the first step. He's not scared about it. You will say, okay, that's not a big project, you want to do 15 minutes of studying, and after that we're gonna do that, and that. Okay, that's the first step. I think I can manage that. You have to negotiate with your brain. Don't tyrannize yourself and say, now is my day, man. I'm gonna work my ass off, man. I'm gonna learn all my lessons. It doesn't work. So make sure that you break the goal down so your brain is not scared about the first step. And the next thing, how do you stop procrastination? Hello everyone, good night, good afternoon. Just wanted to tell you, the video was kind of long, so instead of just giving you a long video with a little chance to apply the thing that you learn, I thought I will make 2 videos, so it's a video in 2 parts to make sure that you have as much chance as possible to apply the advice that you learn. So, don't worry about that, you will have the next video the next day, but more than that, choose the technique. If you found something that you could apply in daily life, apply it and I'll get a lot of results. More than that, I'll see you in the next video.